On the previous video, we have seen how to data face with the face API and Axios, and in this video, we will discuss about how we can use like SWR with facing data. So if we go to the swr.vercel.app, there is their official documentation, and SWR, it is this React hooks for data fetching, and this is the feature of SWR like lightweight, real-time, and suspend pagination backend documentation, how you can use it. Very minimal configuration. You can fetch data, you can mutate data, like you can pass data from client to server. And here is their documentation how you can use SWR. So for that, if we go to the SWR, search on SWR npm, and you will go to the their npm package, and just look at how many developers in the world they are using SWR to make their work easier. So we'll also see how to make our work easier. So first of all, you need to add SWR in your package or in your dependencies. So add SWR. You can use like npm or pnpm or yarn to just install it. So for npm, you can use npm install SWR, and after that, just you need to just create a function called phaser, or anything else. You can just give it any name. API client. API client. Okay. Now everything is just working. We are using this API client. This is the default configuration of Axios, or you can use just Face API to do this. And we are using this our page JSONPlaceholder API.com. And this is our default configuration for it. And just one line of code. It's reusable for function. You can use it just anywhere. You can use Axios manually here, or you can use just Face API here. So on our list main file, or anything anywhere in your app, you can write it any component. We have just imported use SWR from SWR, and this is our type of data what it will return. So if we hover it, then we'll know what type of data it is returning. That's why we have just our shape of data, and we have pass. The data will return just array of this posts, and we have just passed like flash post, and we have this pass this tracer function. So this is a single, just this one line of code, and this single line code you can fetch data, handle data, error is loading, just comma and control space, and like it's validating, or you can use like mutation for that. And here we are returning conditionally if we have loading state and data is not exist or not available, then just return loading, or if we have error, then returning errors, and otherwise we don't need that. Okay, you can render like that. And otherwise we're just mapping data, and we know what type of data we have. So data dot like id, data dot post dot title, body. So everything is fine now. Run dev. It will restart our Python server. Wow, it is working. It is working. So if you use like I'm using API client, so I have set the base URL. I'm using JSON placeholder for testing purpose, and you can just change your URL. And if you use like Face API, then make sure that you have passed the complete URL in here. Otherwise, it will not work. Like HTTP localhost 5000 / your like your server port / your endpoints or routes, or your just exact API from your face data. So this is the simple functionality, like with SWR, handling data, error is loading. And if we look at our before, our previous functionality. This is our previous functionality. Like we need to set data in a state, loading, error, handle the data manually, and need error manually. A lot of things. So we can do it without any hassle. We can just use SWR. This special function is every time it's just similar. Special function also similar. Just accept URL. You can use fetch client. Make sure that you have used the correct URL in here. The path. And this is that rendering on our component. Loading. Okay. But why? So we can make this simple, like simple paste or like use paste data like custom hook. But why we should use SWR? So it is, first of all, it is lightweight, real-time suspense, and it has the suspense pagination, SSR, SSGRD TypeScript. And if we go to the documentation, here you have a lot of configuration how you can use it and why you should use SWR. Minimal configuration, you can paste and mutation data. So here just we have a lot of configuration install while revalidating like that. So here let's look at this. Let's read the documentation and you will understand why you should use SWR behind the without using just your face API or Axios or your custom hooks for fetching data or mutation. So we can test it out, like prefacing subscription, like you can use subscription like remote or subscribe. Let's check it out. You can do a lot of things. Next is SSC or HSR, it is supporting like that. Oh, so this is it. This is the video, and I think you will learn something from this video, and you need to test in yourself and for better understanding. And this is simple, and I think it will help you to save your time in real world scenario. So thank you so much.